Welcome to Medical Confessions.
Your remedy for serious medicine. I'm Jen.
I'm April.
And I'm Scott. Today, as you can tell by our faces, we are going to be talking about facial masks and if they actually do anything for you.
And this is another thing, I'm already having a hard time talking. My mask is firming my face currently as we speak. This is one of those things that I think even since I was a young girl, like I always kind of thought these were super awesome and fun. And I've used them periodically, but I've never really noticed an improvement because like everything else, I try it for a week and then quit. But I've always kind of wondered, like what's the deal with masks? Do they work?
And they do.
They do?
They do help.
Oh, like
it depends on what you're trying to do, because there's a lot of face masks out there that say, oh, they're going to,
detoxify and
clarify. Well, what does that actually mean? Really, all the mask is a delivery agent to try and get rid of clogged pores, and what's clogging your pores, and that is actually just bacteria on your skin.
Yum.
Very exciting.
Yes. So maybe we'll talk about what we had set up forth today was that each one of us is going to attempt a different mask style and or make of, I guess. And April's been kind enough to start barefaced and go through well, not barefaced completely, but you're going to go through the process and show yours. And Scott and I currently have our own chosen masks.
Do we want to talk about what it does for you? Do we want to go straight for the...
I say let cool while you're doing that.
Oh, because that is
we
boiling
don't want
water.
Burn event.
Lather honey on your face.
That's right. Get some raw honey and take care of that. And I think... Oh, jeez. Classy. And I think while April's getting her stuff ready, she probably wants to let this sit on her face while we're talking.
Yeah, this says to leave on for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, huh?
Yeah. So... talk to us about masks, Scott.
Well, I mean, the purpose obviously is to kind of just clean your face. What's clogging your pores? There's a few things, but the most common cause is a type of bacteria called your Propionibacteria, and it's P bacterium. Is kind of for short, and there's about 90 different types, and they kind of just sit on your skin. That bacteria will actually release an enzyme called lipase. Lipase breaks down sebum, which is the oil on your skin, and that produces fatty acids. And you guys are staring at me because I'm giving you...
Incredible. It is. It just cracks me up. And first of all, that we're going to a man to give us a lesson about facial masks. Secondly, that you put a mask on and tried to look like Braveheart. And like whatever you're doing.
You may take my masculinity, but you'll never take my freedom.
But that you're breaking it down in this specific, just making it medical.
Well, because it is. That's what you're trying to do, right?
It's good. Continue.
So that bacteria produces lipase. Lipase digests, turns into, catalyzes, whatever you want to say, the oil on your skin into fatty acids. And because you have bacteria on your skin, you also get a lot of antigens from your immune system. And the combination between those fatty acids produced by the bacteria and those antigens will actually cause localized inflammation of your hair follicles, and those will then get clogged, and then a nice lesion forms, and then you can get a pustule underneath, and that's the whitehead that you see for zits. And the treatment is just like you do when you're a teenager. Pop that thing. You can go to the doc and he can do like a medical, and I forget the incision, and basically all he's doing is he's popping your zit with a scalpel.
Well, there's like a TV show. Have you seen it? Like the Pimple Doctor or whatever?
I have.
Like like it.
Yeah.
You would like it. Well, I find it interesting because she deals with, probably dermatological, but then also the big cysts, like you've talked about previously, the lipomes, is that what it is?
Lipomas are the fat cells, yeah.
Yes, and so she actually deals with the bigger, she's Pimple Doctor, but she actually deals with those kind of cysts, but yeah.
Anyway, well,
I like popping zits.
Well, and when it comes to masks, all you're trying to do is get rid of that one of three ways, right? You're trying to either A, dry up your skin because you're getting rid of the oil so that the bacteria can't.
But doesn't that just produce your body to create more oil? Like I've always heard that you shouldn't dry out your skin because I have oily skin naturally. Like 2 hours after washing my face is shiny again. So I've always been told to keep moisturizers and keep your skin, not dried out.
And I don't know if I've read a study that says if you
Everything's
use...
a study.
Well, it
It's a
is.
study.
Well, it's called evidence-based medicine for a reason. We're not just witch doctoring this stuff together, you know. We actually look at it. Does it work? You know.
Yeah.
We're not in Africa like throwing holy water on people and hoping it works.
Yet they
you know?
put honey on burns and it works.
They do, and they're fantastic, you know. But yeah, no. So, and I've never read anything that says that if you dry your skin out with face masks, your body will then overcompensate with more oil produced. I mean, everybody's.
Well, it's not just face masks. Like they talk about using
Washing. Just
overwashing,
general
or
washing.
using like sea breeze or you know.
I would tend to disagree, because if you do wash consistently, you'll actually dry out your skin a lot more, and your body's not producing more oil for it. It's a common problem in our profession. People who use alcohol-based
Yeah.
cleaners, and they get dry skin all the time.
Yeah, I've just heard that it causes your body to overproduce oil, and then you'll actually get more clogged pores. By
I don't know if I've read that or not.
I'm going to
so,
find a study for you.
Yeah, I'm not convinced though.
You've heard that
because
too,
that's a-
April?
Well, I took Parker to a dermatologist because he was worried about some acne, and that was.
But your family is going to love you. My husband sits down to pee. My son suffers from acne.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He actually has good skin.
Yeah, he does. But so the little
Yeah.
acne he had, he made me go take him to a dermatologist, and that's what they told him.
Yeah.
Was don't overwash, once a day, twice a day max. You
Yeah.
know, but it could irritate your skin more if you overwash.
Well, and if you do irritate, I mean, your body's going to get an immune response. It's going to inflame things, and that's what's causing those clogged hair follicles is your inflammation. And then, you
So
know,
a pore is a hair follicle.
so there's two types, right? There's your sweat glands, which is kind of a pore, but so is your hair follicle, and your sebaceous glands is your sweat glands, and they kind of reside right by your hair follicles. And so, but it is the hair follicle itself getting clogged, not the sebaceous gland getting clogged. That causes zits. And so, you know, the face mask, all you're trying to do is either dry up your skin a little bit, so your mud masks are going to dry your skin. People with dry skin will do face masks to moisturize your skin, and so that's going to be your clay masks. Clay masks are for drying, mud masks are for hydrating your skin. But then, you know,
I always just lump those together. I just kind of assume
me
they did
too.
the same thing.
because the mud's got the water in it, so you're hoping that it hydrates. And so
Oh yeah, no.
Did you?
I'm trying to give you the
Silly girl.
short answer. But no, and so then you'll get some antibiotic stuff inside your masks, and there's several different compounds they can use. Acids are pretty common. And then something to just regenerate skin turnover and increase skin cell turnover so that you don't have excess skin cells. That will also help clog those pores. So you're really only trying to do one of two or three different things. Get rid of the bacteria, get rid of the oil, or clean out what's there, and then that will long term. So you're trying to prevent zits. You're not
So are
curing
all
zits.
or acne, pimples, are they all created from surface problems? Like I was always under the impression that you can get cystic or... is that still from surface working down? That sounds silly, but I'm curious.
Depend. I mean, they might look the same, but you can get, like your lymph nodes can inflame, and it can kind of look like an overgrown zit. We know somebody who had one that really inflamed, and that thing was like golf ball size.
Yeah.
And so that can kind of look like a zit, but the true zits are your clogged hair follicle, creates a lesion, creates that pustule, you pop it.
It just,
right with
you
the
get
lobe.
some people that get the really cystic
Right.
acne, and it seems deep below, and you don't even notice it probably, but it's painful. And then you get people that get the more surface, the whiteheads are the ones that, you would actually attempt to pop. So,
Well, yeah, and if you get those more severe cases, there's a lot. I mean, there's a few more things the doctors can do. I mean, they can give you oral antibiotics. They can go in and, like I said, do basically popping your zit with a sterile
Yeah.
scalpel is all they're doing.
well, I know, and they actually attribute some acne to hormonal acne. So,
Well, and that's why you get it more commonly in teenage years, because testosterone, actually, once you start getting those big hormone releases, you get excess oil being produced with excessive testosterone. So you get more oil. Well, then that bacteria can turn the oil into zits, and that's kind of your body's hormones are all over the place.
see, and I had good. And my face is, I can't hardly talk right now. So I had really good
Start
skin.
applying this.
Yes,
Yeah.
go right ahead. I had really good skin in high school, and it wasn't until after I had children and then had a hysterectomy that I started getting really bad breakouts around my mouth and chin. And the doc was like, "That's hormonal.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks. You go straight from like acne to wrinkles." Like, that's what my 30s and 40s are all about, apparently.
Yeah.
So, but they were like, "Yeah, you can do hormonal treatments, and that should lessen, but it's an increased testosterone."
Yeah, and so the end result is the oil on your skin, but it's the hormones causing the excessive oil on your skin.
Yeah.
So you treat the hormone problem, you
Does that
treat the
feel
oil
good?
problem.
Yeah,
That seems
it
like
does.
it feels good.
So what is the steps to putting this guy on?
Well, and I
Clearly
guess
you've
we
gotta-
should point out too. So the mask style that you used was
I used a clay mask because I do have oily skin, and so I figured I want to dry that up. And
yours came in a pouch.
for the fellas out there who will probably never do this again, if you go into the Sephora store to ask for a clay mask,
They were
you
super
will-
helpful, right?
They were overly helpful, and so I was, it was like, oh, look at the poor sweet guy. Let's and I had like 4 people. Like there was the lady
Yeah.
that was behind the counter. She came and helped me, and then there was like other people walking around the store. No, what you need is this for this
Oh.
reason. And they were talking seaweed masks.
It was
and
probably
all.
fun for them.
So I'm
like
sure
you were
it
like the
was.
true like makeup countered version. Like
I
that
was,
entertaining.
and I was like, and I started to get into some of the specifics, and they're like, I don't know, but I'll, this
Yeah.
one, and I'm like, okay, just which one is going to dry me out? I know I've got oily skin.
Yeah.
Give me something for that.
So which mask is this one?
I chose the Sephora blue clay mask and clay, so it would dry out my skin.
Of course, April would pick this style mask.
That's awesome.
Do you have to peel something off?
No, it just said.
How are you going to contribute to this episode right now?
You look like, what is the Halloween guy, Michael Myers?
Oh,
yeah. Friday the 13th.
What kind of mask is that, actually?
This is. I got this one because I don't think it will work.
You look like a burn patient, actually, with some,
Yeah. Not attractive. Unlike Scott and I.
Yeah. I'm ready to go into battle, for God's sakes.
This is a self-tanning mask.
So if you leave it on too long, you're going to
Yeah.
come out looking...
Says to
like-
smooth out all bumps. Leave on for a maximum of 15 minutes.
There, you freed up your mouth now. Now I can hear you better.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Leave on for 15 minutes, and then apparently I'm supposed to have a beautiful glow.
I'm
afterwards.
just curious. Are you going to have like a line?
I think I'm going to.
I think about self tanner like the lotion, and
Yeah.
if you do it wrong, your hands get orange and
Yeah.
stuff. So
I think
This
that's
is the
what's going to
reverse
happen.
Michael Jackson, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
I can't wait to see the results.
that's what I think.
I
is
wonder
gonna
if we'll
happen.
see it as. Is it supposed to be immediate, or is it like
Yeah.
if you've done a spray tan, it takes like hours to work?
I don't know. It
I
says
say
that.
leave it on for a long time.
No, it says don't do that.
That's why I think you should.
Like the Tide Pod challenge.
Yeah.
Do it.
It says right here, it will continue to work for 8 hours,
Oh,
developing and deepening your shade.
I can't. We need a picture 8 hours from now.
Okay.
So we're not trying to actually clean anything. We're just trying to make you tan.
Yes.
It doesn't detoxify or anything.
Not that it says.
That's weird they don't cover your eyes, because I always know when you're out like on the boat or whatever
Yeah.
and you got your sunglasses on, when you're done you got the sunglass.
Yeah, even skiing, like the
Thing-
goggle.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to give you that. So
It actually looks kind of cool. I'm interested.
I don't know.
Uh,
Again, I don't think it's gonna work. My husband's very concerned that it's gonna look funny, but it'll only be
Is
for a
yours
few days.
purchased? Like we know that Scott went high end and he went to Sephora and
I
got.
went to Ulta.
Okay.
Ooh, did I go to
Oh.
a good place?
Yes.
Gee.
What's a bad place then? Walmart?
Where I went.
Go to Walmart?
Well, no, actually, I purchased it at Target, and because I wanted to, like, I won't go to the makeup counter. I'm super lazy with that kind of stuff, so I just purchased where I thought was normal for me. And I've heard of this brand before because they have a whole skin line, the Yes to Tomatoes or Yes to Carrots or whatever. And I was interested because this is a peel-off charcoal mask. And I don't know what it is. There's something really gratifying to me with the peel-off like idea.
Yeah.
You know, like it seems really old school, like the avocado mask. So I liked that. And then the charcoal thing kind of intrigued me because at the root of charcoal, you think about detoxifying. And again, Pinterest, but they have all these things about charcoal, brushing your teeth with charcoal, people that ingest charcoal, you know. So I was kind of interested in what this would do. But I have to tell you that the thing that I'm most impressed with this brand is their packaging. So it's super clean. I just put this on.
Look at that thing.
It twists, and then it comes with like a brush applicator, so it squeezes out, and I was literally like able to paint it on, and my hands didn't even have to touch it.
Oh, that would have been way better than
I
mine.
know. So I was like most impressed with the ease of use on that, if for no other reason.
So do you want to hear the unfortunate side of that? Is the charcoal mask probably isn't doing a lot for you.
I know. I did a little research after I purchased, before I put it on, and I kind of read the same thing, that it's more of just a gimmick, the charcoal side of it. So go ahead. Long answer.
No, well, geez, nobody wants a long answer apparently. How about it's not going to do anything for you?
Okay, so tell me about charcoal.
Well, no, charcoal, I mean, that's why we use it for...
He didn't know I was bringing charcoal mask in, by the way, so this is unprepared answer by Scott.
Ooh, now I feel like I'm on the...
Yeah, I want to
Go
see.
for it. Yeah.
Tell us what you know about charcoal.
Well, the reason why charcoal is working for you, and we use it for poisons, right? Because it binds to a lot of things, and charcoal has, there's electronegativity in molecules, so like oxygen.
Yeah.
And charcoal is very porous, and will actually, we use it for filters in water for the same reason. Everything will collect to it because of that electronegativity of the molecules, and so it will pull the electrons from other molecules closer, so the molecules stick to it, and it'll basically stick to the charcoal. And so it works ingesting, because then any poison that you ingest, or most poison, some it won't, will attach to that, and so then your body can't absorb it. And the charcoal works in filters, that water filters, same concept. Fish tanks. The problem with on your skin is, what are you trying to attach? I mean, the only thing there is bacteria, and that might attach, but that's not, I don't know,
but they even make pore strips. Like, I know a couple brands that make the charcoal nose, and those ones, I've used those and peeled it off, and you can see, I'm not saying it's a charcoal, but you can see like clogged pore disgustingness.
Well, the problem with, the people who think that you put the charcoal topically because it's going to draw out your toxins, anybody that says that X, Y, or Z will draw out the toxins from your body doesn't really know how physiology works, because you don't draw out toxins. You've heard of people who put like onions in their socks to get rid of fevers because it draws out the toxins. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. And because your body will absorb things, and you will get passive diffusion if you put it on your skin, and that's where, medications work. And they can slowly leach through your skin.
But it doesn't work the opposite.
It doesn't. It's not pulling anything out. Your skin is there to keep stuff in, not to let stuff out. So while a lot of the ideology behind it sort of kind of is like, okay, maybe that will work, but that's not really how it works. Same with the reason why people are putting the onions in the socks, for instance, is the sulfur compounds in the onions, and there's a lot of sulfur-based antibiotics, so they think, okay, you get these sulfur-based things, and it'll just draw out the toxins out of your nerve endings for whatever reason. And yet, well, that's not really how nerves work. That's not really how passive diffusion works. It goes this way, not that way. So drawing any toxins out is not really a thing.
So you're just punching a hole in all of our spa days and all that kind of stuff, because you get like wraps and you...
I have friends that I don't know, I'll have to go back and see what it is, but they'll do a foot soak, and they'll show you the water before, and they soak their feet, and whatever comes out of them is absolutely disgusting.
Well, it's not coming out of your,
Isn't that cool? You wish you had a peel-off mask right now, don't
you? Do you remember in grade school, and you put glue on your hand and dry,
that's
and then peel it off?
That's exactly what this is like right now, actually. It's quite fun.
Does it hurt a little? Like,
well,
you're
it feels
pulling
like,
out your hairs?
Yeah, it kind of feels like the nose things, like a little bit painful.
Well, you can get a deep cleansing, and so that's probably the dirt that you're seeing, but it's not going to draw toxins from your bloodstream. You know what I mean? Because if that, you can hydrate skin, because it's going to be passive diffusion and you can get some hydration. You can
Sorry.
you can use osmotic pressures to like pull water off, but that's not like toxins. You know what I mean? So it's not. There's no.
Super.
Sorry.
You're just watching your people.
No, I'm just
Irritating.
looking at all of us. I'm sure we look ridiculous.
That's kind of the whole point, though, right?
Yeah.
There's a point where I can't even take you serious. You look like a Smurf.
I don't look. What's it like? What
Mel
did he do in
Gibson?
Braveheart? He's supposed to look more. What's the term? Like dangerous
Oh.
or more? You know, what is it?
I don't
war
know, but
paint?
I'm thinking that probably that shade of turquoise is not what gives you the dangerous glow. I think his was more of a cobalt.
Well, what I'm worried about is like this part of my face is going to be super clean and dry, and then I'm going to get like this streak of zits straight down the center.
Well,
But-
then we'll know.
Well, and so have you guys done a lot of face masks in the past?
You know,
I mean, do they
I
work?
have done several like this where I'll get them and I'll try them, and it's kind of fun for me. It's like getting your nails done or anything else. Like it's kind of interesting, but I've never done any of them consistently, and I've tried other. Like cleansing with oil. I tried that for a long time to see, because I had heard, like we talked about earlier, that when you keep your face hydrated and with, you know, a good amount of oils, that you'll actually lessen the production of oil, blocking of pores, and you'll have better skin. But I always try everything for a couple weeks and then I get bored and move on to something new. So I have not been consistent with mask usage.
I go to the spa and do masks. So on average, I'd say I do a mask about once a month. I have a friend who doesn't use any face lotion at all, and her skin looks amazing.
Beautiful.
She doesn't do anything special. She uses Dove soap
Yeah.
in her shower to clean her body and her face, and she never puts lotion on her face. She doesn't do anything, and
Really beautiful
she has
skin.
perfect skin.
Yeah. That disgusts me.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, because I spend a ton of money on my face products.
Well, and it truly, I mean, it is. I mean, how much oil you're producing, how much you sweat. I'm a super sweater.
Me
I mean,
too.
So
Yeah.
I'm super oily all the time. And so and daily facial cleansers will do kind of the same thing as a face mask. I mean, they've got the salicylic acids in there that help get rid of the bacteria, kills the bacteria. So, I mean, that's what I use. What is it? Cephal something or other. I forget the name of the brand of facial cleanser I use, but CEPH
yeah.
something or other.
Cetaphil or something.
Cetaphil, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
And that's what I use. Yeah.
Cetaphil. Oh, excuse us.
What are you guys talking about?
Well, and it's got the salicylic acid in it, which is what I was after.
And
'cause it kills
actually,
the
I
bacteria.
was reading when, do face masks work. And that was what one of the beauty bloggers that used them, she had used several of them and was commenting on whether or not they worked well for her. And she said, and really, it doesn't matter what the trend is, the charcoal or whatever. She said the base of most of the productive masks or masks that work well is going to be the certain acids or the, so minus the charcoal, minus the mud or whatever. And that was, look at that list of ingredients, and you're going to have to find out what works for your body.
Well, yeah, and you need, I mean, the things you want are things that are fat soluble, because the layers of your skin are mostly, fat cells or lipid cells and cholesterol cells. And so you need something that is soluble in that. And so they'll have a base that can kind of get deep into those fat layers, and then they'll have some sort of acid
It burns.
Your face burns right now?
No,
Oh.
when the
Yeah.
acid, like when I go to the spas, I make them put
like
a
a
fan
peel.
on my face.
Yeah, well, and
And,
it's, I mean, that's what they're
'cause
doing. The
it's
bacteria need that
So
pH.
uncomfortable.
Oh.
Yeah, if you leave it on too long, I would think so.
Yeah.
But the problem with the acids, they do dry out your skin quite a bit. So if you have dry skin, you might want to go with the more mud masked or hydrating stuff.
Yeah.
But it depends on the person.
I'm looking for more, what's going to get rid of fine lines, wrinkles, and any of that, so.
Well, that's going to be your hydrating stuff and your the bags under
And
your eyes.
microderm and
Microdermabrasion.
Mhm.
What
Yeah, I've
is
done
that?
that.
I don't know.
Specifically.
it's like a sand that they
Ooh, like sandblasting?
almost, yeah,
Ooh.
kind of. And like same with chemical peels, that's where they get
See,
the
I've never
acid
done
and-
any of those legit treatments.
Oh, I
Like, I
will.
have never tried to prevent wrinkles or... I'm
Well,
so
it seems
lazy.
like, I mean, it seems like at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is get rid of the oil or the bacteria.
Or just get
So-
rid of just your dry, dead skin anyways. I've done also, what is it? It's not microblading, it's dermablading. So they basically take a razor and
Ooh,
scrape
one
your
of my
entire
friends did
face.
that. And
Get
she
all the
said that
dead
she
skin.
was super like tender and sore.
I
after.
wasn't.
You weren't.
No, but my face felt amazing.
Oh, like
brand new
smooth?
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it
Well,
was.
get rid of all those dead skin cells. Well, that's part of what the masks are doing.
It's a
get rid of
razor that they do it with.
Mhm.
Sounds dangerous.
It is scary when they're right above you with this thing, but they just are scraping.
I
Scraping
don't think
away.
I would want to do that as a job.
Oh, I would. I mean, I like.
You want to cut people open?
Well, they don't
I would
cut
be
me
afraid I
open.
would mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
I couldn't be a
One lady
hairdresser
did
either.
nick me.
What if
Oh,
you have
really?
like a lot of coffee and you're like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Too much pressure. Same
Yeah.
reason I couldn't be a hairstylist.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Mm-mm. I'd be
Yeah,
too
what if
worried.
you
I'm
screwed
too
up?
hard
Yeah.
on people with my own hair. Like, don't mess this up.
Yeah, you are kind of picky.
I am.
Have you ever gone really angry at somebody who messed it up and made them cry?
No, but I definitely have. I mean, they know that I'm not happy, and I've never gone back to them.
I'll never see him again. I don't care.
It's like her best
And
friend.
I'm not. No, and I'm not mean about it. It's just like, oh, this isn't what I was looking for. But
See, and I'm the
thank you.
opposite. I'm the kind of person that I will hate my haircut, and I'll just be like, "It's lovely, thank you."
I do that a lot.
and then I go
too.
home and I'm just like, oh,
Mm,
I hate it.
yeah, I've done that a lot as
Mm.
well. It's awful.
So how long
throw
are
it in a
does yours
ponytail.
stay on?
15 minutes.
Okay, so we've got a little bit longer on yours.
Do we? Has it been? I've
I
lost track
think
of time.
I think we've been close, and mine feels like smooth and nice. I clearly still have a lot to remove, and I'm not sure if I should try water to get the rest off. But I was
Probably.
looking after I applied and removed it that it actually recommends that you just stick to the more oily spots. I shouldn't have probably totally, but it was fun. And then it also said that you can use the spatula to remove it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got a more logistical question. Do all women have a mirror like this? Because
This actually-
this is like straight out of a fairy
I
tale
know
or
this
something.
isn't mine. This is actually my daughter's.
Is it?
And well, and I can see where she bought it because the sticker's still on it. But I think it was more fun for her.
Well, I saw that and I'm like, do women have? Because you see it in fairy tales all the
Yeah.
time, and I'm like,
No,
I've never even
they
seen
don't.
I
a mirror
used
like
to have
that.
one like that
Did
when
you?
I was a little girl.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was that intriguing to you.
Well, I don't generally stare at myself in the
We
mirror,
do.
so
We
I just
actually
like
all
having
have
a
this and a
personalized
tiara.
mirror.
Like every one of us own both of those items. It's mandatory.
And you have pillow fights. I mean, it's a thing, right?
Does your skin feel tighter?
Yeah, and well, I mean, obviously, it felt super tight when I put this on. It was like kind of like keeping me from talking normally, but now it does. It actually feels kind of tighter, and
That's nice.
yeah. You probably wish you would have. I should have done the self tanner one.
We wouldn't have been able to see it.
Well, so, but yeah, it actually does feel kind of smooth. I'm interested in how yours is going to feel.
I mean, too. Does it peel? Can I see your fancy
Yours won't peel.
mirror?
Yeah, you
You've
need
got
a washcloth.
like a mask.
It's got.
Oh yeah, that's a full-on clay or something.
Yeah.
Here you go.
We'll try your removal. I'm actually
See how
interested
it
in what
feels?
your ingredients are in yours.
Is this boiling water? Oh
No,
good. I'm not going to get burned.
I actually read one time, I don't know where, but it talked about how you can make a mask out of kitty litter
Ew.
because of the clay, not used, like new.
Like the
Well-
clumping kitty litter?
Yeah, well, like no, actually, it said like straight old school kitty litter, like the clay stuff that probably people with cats don't like because it doesn't work that well, but it's the clay in it. And
Yeah.
so it was like an at-home, inexpensive, and I think it like said to mix in like a tiny bit of like fractionated coconut oil,
Did
kitty
you get
litter.
this on Pinterest again?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. But it was
Don't
like
do
and
it.
like coffee grounds. Like it talked about all these different, whatever different masks you could mix up. But kitty litter was like the base of all of them. I did. It was Pinterest. Okay.
You need to start going to Locker Dome so that the fellas that watch the show can be a little bit more.
I go
in
back
tune.
and forth like Pinterest and Dump a Day. That's what like levels me out, like from one extreme to the other. How does it feel? The warm water probably feels good.
The warm does because it is freezing in here.
Yeah, we've talked
Um,
about our lack of studio quality.
And I can't tell, is it all off? I don't
No.
know.
No, here, not even close. There you are. Let me hold you there.
Oh, boy, goodness, I'll learn that.
Oh, dear.
It feels like a normal clean, but like I said, I use that Cetaphil or whatever that is. I mean, daily. So, I mean, I feel like my skin's generally clean, but the volume of zits I've had recently, maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe it's stress. Does stress cause zits?
So increased hormone or increased, testosterone hormones that increase your sweating. Sure.
Oh.
Sympathetic drive.
Yeah, maybe I'm just super stressed all the time.
Afraid I'm going to get this in my eye.
Do you want me to hold the mirror for you so you can focus?
I can't do two at the same. I'm clearly not like a what do you call it, beautician?
Esthetician, I think.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, people that deal with skin.
Men call it beautician.
Wow. Oh, excuse us.
Scott calls it.
Men.
I'm outnumbered by ladies on this show, so
You're always, in your entire life, you're outnumbered.
It is. I'm surprised I'm not more feminine, to be honest. Or are you guys just not telling me that? Said in the most masculine way possible. This is why I had to go Braveheart for this show, because I start doing masks and mani-pedis, and all of a sudden,
Oh.
The look, Jenna, like,
Oh.
Don't tell him.
no.
Don't tell him.
Oh,
What aren't you guys telling me?
do you think it's been 15 minutes?
I feel like it's been
Kind of
15
think you
minutes.
should leave it on for 30 if we really want the
How long
effect.
have you been recording?
I don't know.
Plenty. It's been over
Yeah.
15.
Can't you see on that?
The people on the show are like, why does everyone always look at his crotch every
What
time
do
they're
you
doing
got over
anything?
there?
What do you got? We are controlling our camera with our cell phone that I keep in my lap.
Yes.
You
Um,
can edit that out.
And it doesn't actually give the time that we've been
Oh.
recording on the
Yeah.
phone.
I keep on wanting to dip my fingers and I realize all your blue crap's in there.
Yeah. All your
Your
bacteria.
blue goo. We'll just call it blue goo.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's
Peel it
see
off.
it.
Doesn't look like anything.
Well, right now I
Does
can't
it?
tell if it's water or it does look glowy, but it may just
Yeah.
be the water. How does it feel?
Well, I definitely didn't get all my makeup off.
Oh, well, there you go. That's kind of good, right? So it did give you a deep clean.
Well, I gotta imagine the self tanner stuff isn't is not cleaning at all. It's just
Yeah.
No. I think
You do actually. I mean, it might just be redness, but you look kind of more colorful to me.
natural.
Well, like almost like cold weather, like cheeks and nose and.
Because I'm cold. It's
You got the-
freezing in here.
You've got the pregnancy glow.
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
So
we'll
yours was
post
coloring.
pictures. Yeah, we'll post pictures if it gets dramatic.
Yeah.
I want to see the drama.
Yeah.
I do too.
That would be fun. So, I guess what you're saying then is all masks work?
They work for what depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, some claim they're going to detoxify. They claim a lot of things, but really the purpose of it is really just to either A, get rid of the bacteria, B, get rid of the oil, dry you out, or C, you're trying to moisturize for some reason, or any or you know, I guess A, B, C, D. We're on E now. Get rid of the skin cells and the excessive dead skin cells, or any combination of those. And that's the purpose of the mask. And the mask itself is just a vehicle to deliver whatever that agent is, you know. So facial cleansers will do kind of the same thing, but they do work.
Yeah.
You know, for cleaning your pores and your
Right.
face.
If you like what you saw today, check out our YouTube channel or our podcast.
Or visit our website, medicalconfessions.com.